Hello viewers, so today we are in the Ambedkar Park in Noida amidst 400 plus AQI. A bit of the sky can't be seen, much of the stuff, so we can see the elephants and the structure behind us, but the pollution is really bad. So breathing in this
It's
unhealthy
very
air.
beautiful, and I have candid confession, I've been here for the first time. But yeah, it's blurred by, look at the skyline actually, it's very sad also. But this is something which happens year after year, it's just getting worse now.
It's just getting worse, and there seems to be no solution. The people are suffering, governments are squabbling. Delhi is fighting with Punjab, Center is fighting with Punjab, and Punjab is saying yesterday.
Delhi is not fighting.
Delhi is not fighting at all. Delhi is saying we don't know what's happening. So in a way, the pollution, we are all. I think the long-term effects of this, Pallavi, on everybody's health. 400 AQI, 1 mahine tak rehna. It's like what long-term effects it has on your body, on your. I have seen people having these respiratory issues.
And
Doctors are complaining
not just as the kids, the children who've got weak lungs, especially post-COVID, those who've got those respiratory problems, it becomes very bad. And it's double whammy. On one hand, you've had those COVID fallout, and now you have a very, very bad pollution thing, and it's unfortunately also now become a huge political issue.
Yeah,
I mean, we were talking about this also, remember Aman yesterday, that this is going to be used up, for example, in the Gujarat elections, where clearly the battle between AAP and the BJP is very belligerent and primarily fixed between the two of them, where I guess the BJP will also make the point that आप अपना state तो नहीं संभाल पा रहे हो.
Exactly.
यहाँ पे you're in power, and here you're trying to capture new territories. And a question over the governance model of the Aam Aadmi Party and the Delhi government.
Yeah, that is going to rise. Yeah, definitely, that is going to rise. They will paint this case that AAP doesn't have a great record. Be it on the issue, be it the pollution issue in Delhi and Punjab. So what good can it bring to Gujarat? But I think Gujarat, Pallavi, the issues are far bigger than this. Maybe the recent tragedy in Morbi, which has happened, and 135 people dead.
See, that's what I want to know, Aman. That the Morbi incident. Here, if you're going to take pot shots at the Aam Aadmi Party over their governance model, do you think the Aam Aadmi Party, and to a certain extent the Congress, because frankly speaking, I don't even know where they are in Gujarat, won't they start then picking holes at the BJP government in Gujarat? Already the pot shots of the chief minister is happening. Why hasn't he resigned? So, wahan pe bhi, that whole governance model may be questioned then by the opposition.
I think the Morbi tragedy, what so far I understand from it, the BJP and the Gujarat government is mainly pinning the blame on the private company, Oreva, and the lapses which are being cited, that the contract was given, then the contract was rushed by the party. Instead of opening it in December, they opened it on Gujarati New Year. Then the way the work was done was not very with great expertise. The foundation of the bridge became heavier with aluminium sheets, but the cables were not strengthened. After that, there was unregulated entry on the bridge. There was no people on it, and in all that combination of factors, the bridge collapsed. So in a way, so far, the blame seems to be at the door of the private company. But I think what the Congress and the AAP in Gujarat are slowly going to start doing, I think the Congress has already started doing that, is questioning the larger Gujarat model, saying that you are outsourcing all these things to private companies, and this is what happens. And how can
that's also why they're talking about corruption.
Yeah, corruption. How can the municipality, the local municipality which gave the contract, escape any responsibility and culpability in this? And how can the local officials, the DM, the SP, how did anybody not know, not supervise? So I think that is what the Congress and AAP will not limit it to a private company. They will like to link it now to the Gujarat government. That is the failure of 135 people have dead. Somebody in the government has to take responsibility. And the BJP so far, we don't see much coming out. Maybe in the few days, the PM has visited yesterday. He's asked for a complete inquiry into it, and they said that we should have a detailed and exhaustive inquiry. So let's see what comes out of it. Maybe there'll be action in a few days on that. But I think it is, don't you think Morbi is going to become a political issue?
I think it's already become a political issue. I mean, look at the kind of tweets which are coming out, the campaigns of the Congress party and the Aam Aadmi party and so on and so forth. And look, the comparisons are also being drawn to the Bengal movement. I remember we both were covering Bengal elections. Bang in the middle of the Bengal elections, there was a bridge collapse.
Yeah.
And the BJP again made it an issue of corruption against the Mamata Banerjee government. The fact is that shouldn't Mamata Banerjee also be held responsible? So the same question is now being asked by AAP and also by the Congress party, that why should we not hold the BJP or the Prime Minister culpable? After all, the Home Minister, both of them come in from Gujarat. But Morbi से focus, I think it's fair. We should also talk about Himachal Pradesh. छोटा state है.
नहीं, बहुत important state है.
बहुत important state
I
है.
think the fight
only
in
tourist state नहीं है. People, to drive.
We will predict that power circuit today. That I believe, Pallavi, that when results come on December 8th, Himachal will be a much closer fight than Gujarat. In fact, Himachal might be the more interesting election Because
Actually, it is.
It is because
And
Congress.
also because Congress is actually putting up a semblance of a fight there. Because, you know, I mean, contrary to what people are saying that they are not being seen on the ground, this time around when I went there for 2 days, which I know I keep on getting pot shots from him on, it was a personal Diwali kind of a holiday. But I did see what they did one thing this time around, they've got the Youth Congress volunteers out in the last 5 to 6 months. They're doing that in Gujarat, but somehow it is not being seen on the ground. I haven't gone to Gujarat, we both haven't, so I guess we can do a better assessment from there. But, you know, in Himachal, I mean, I certainly saw the Congress parties out, which is why, you know, finally they have dared to launch the big ticket faces. That's Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. She is going to be the main plank of the Congress party in Himachal Pradesh, which clearly shows that a party which wants to have a shielding of the Gandhis, here they are willing to take that risk because they're very hopeful.
Well, I just hope Priyanka is more successful in Himachal than she was
In
in
Uttar
UP.
Pradesh, exactly.
But,
Then she'll become Himachal.
But I think Pallavi, as far as I understand Himachal, and our team went to Himachal, the reporters who've been there from our team, I think in Himachal the local factors are outweighing all these national kind of faces and issues. I think in Himachal Congress is strong because of Veerbhadra Singh's legacy. Veerbhadra Singh's family has a loyalty factor there amongst voters, and you know his wife is there, his son is there contesting. In fact, Pratibha Singh is the PCC chief. So I think that is what is working in the Congress favor. Especially I think 2 or 3 issues are very, very important in Himachal. One is the old pension scheme which the Congress has promised, which is because Himachal is a state where a lot of government employees are there. So in a way that is an important scheme.
And a lot of old people. It's a largely old population.
Yeah. So that is important, and that scheme is important. BJP doesn't really know how to counter it so far on the ground. So you know there are separate issues. There is this feeling is coming that people are happy with the PM, but not so much with the CM.
Which is why the Congress's strategy over here is little better
Attack
and
the CM.
smarter.
Yeah.
Attack the CM, don't attack the Prime Minister, because the Prime Minister's image of, we've spoken about it earlier, that Himachal Pradesh of course called the Dev Bhumi. His Hindutva image is something which is really a hot point over there. Attack the Chief Minister, keep on calling him weak. And therefore, question that do you want to set another weak Chief Minister? Another important thing which we all talk about, and we have a lot of it, I don't like it so much, but apples. The apple growers are very, very upset about that fact. I mean, I know some people in my own family who are very upset about the fact because they feel that it's a Washington apple or a Californian apple, they say, is working out to be cheaper for people to buy.
Yeah, BJP tried to address it, but somehow they have not been able to
But
address it.
somehow the narrative has not yet hit the ground. I mean, the last few days, see, campaigns and elections, the turnaround moment in the last 48
and the
to
PM is
72
still to go there, Pallavi. PM
Yeah,
is going
the
for
PM
4
is
rallies on the 5th and the 9th, so you know momentum can change, and
The
BJP
momentum
is
can
banking in a
change
big way on the PM.
Yeah, a lot. That's why I said the last 72 to 48 hours, of course, always become important and critical on a game changer as far as the election goes.
So I think next week when we do the power circuit, we'll focus a lot on Himachal because Himachal
We'll not
will
go
be.
to Himachal.
Huh.
We are going, I'm tagging him to Shimla. So we are going to, I mean, or we'll find a mountain where we'll do it.
So next week, maybe on power circuit, we will devote it to Himachal election, which I believe, as we predicted, will be a much closer and much interesting election than maybe Gujarat. Thank you so much for joining us this week on Power Circuit, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel of CNN News 18 where you can watch
and do give
Power
us your
Circuit.
reactions as well. What is it that you want us to discuss the next time around? That's also something which we would want to kind of address.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.